What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the May 2024 Reno-Tahoe International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for this. I just got out for summer break and I am super excited for this as summer is kicking into full gear here, not only here, but also at the Reno-Tahoe International Airport. So I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's just go ahead, not waste any further time, and go ahead and get started, everybody. As per usual, we'll start over here with the Southwest Airlines aircraft, beginning with the Southwest 737-700. This aircraft's currently coming in from Oakland, and now it's going to be heading over to Long Beach. So very nice looking Panda 737-700. Here's the Maryland one example here by NG Models. This aircraft's going to be making a non-stop flight today, heading over to Houston Hobby after coming in earlier from Denver. So very good looking aircraft there with the beautiful Maryland one flag. Our next aircraft is going to be the Southwest 737-800. This aircraft is going to be taking it on over to Phoenix today after coming in from, let's bring him in today. Trying to make sure I'm not missing any variety. We'll go with Los Angeles for him today. I know I've said this every time, but I always get the routes confused, between Albuquerque, Reno, and Orange County. So always trying to get those ironed out, but nevertheless, looking good for that aircraft. And lastly, we have this Boeing 737 MAX 8, which this aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today. We'll bring him in from Denver as well. However, now he's going to be making a flight today, heading over to San Jose, California. So looking good for that particular example right there. Sorry that this angle is not the best here for this beautiful Spirit Airbus A320neo. This aircraft's currently loading up with a non-stop flight out to Las Vegas today. They've been really successful here. I think this month they have a couple of days where it's 3 daily, so really impressive. Not to mention a 5 a.m. departure out of Las Vegas, so they certainly, I don't know if that's just sequencing based or if it's really performing that well, but that's certainly great to see no matter what. Glad to see Spirit really doing well here. They've been great since the termination of Frontier and Allegiant here, so really glad to see this and looking forward to next route rather for them or any additional movements there. So looking super forward to that. Here's a face we haven't seen in a while. Welcome back Sun Country for their third summer season. This Boeing 737-800 is currently coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. This is where the great news really begins for Reno. We have some very exciting developments, and that will go for the rest of the A terminal till we get, or the B concourse rather, till we get to the end. Anyway, for Sun Country here, this is great to see them back for the third summer. I believe they started in August of 2022, I think, simultaneously with Spirit, and or July, somewhere around there. Last summer they were great, and this summer they're going to be even better as they're going to be offering 4 daily flights in June, or sorry, man, that would be crazy. 4 weekly flights in June, which is way up from their previous 2. So starting with 2 here, and then we'll be 4 by just in a few weeks' time. So definitely is a testament to how successful they've been with this Minneapolis service, and they're going to be going full steam ahead with Delta here next month. So yeah, this is super exciting. Definitely an awesome way to kick off the summer. Sun Country is always a nice visitor to have at these model airports, and there's no doubt about it here with this 737-800 with these Scimitar winglets. So awesome to see this today, and overall looking very good here for Sun Country. So welcome back Sun Country. Super excited to have you back today, and overall looking really good for that aircraft. I gotta get another view of it. It looks so good. So really great looking aircraft right here. Great model here by Gemini that I got last year, and overall super glad to have this today. If my phone would politely get out of macro mode, because we're trying to show and have an airport update here. There we go. And overall looking good for that aircraft. Our next aircraft is going to be this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900ER coming in from Salt Lake City, Utah. Glad to see SLC doing really well. Next month's huge for Delta. They are going to have some huge resumptions that I'm stoked about. So Delta's really making their moves, and you're going to be seeing many more Delta aircraft here at the terminal, so stay on the lookout for that. But overall, looking great for those aircraft. We also have our beautiful Delta ERJ-175 with enhanced winglets for SkyWest. Thank you, Gemini, so much. This aircraft is coming in from Los Angeles today, which has been quite a cornerstone here and has proved powerful considering the region. So we'd love to see that, and maybe we'll get Seattle back one day. We'll see. Next up, we have this JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 with the high-rise tail. This aircraft is currently making its service coming in from Los Angeles. Unfortunate news here, and then the next aircraft. So JetBlue will be terminating their Los Angeles flight on June 13th. This is an effort to repurpose some of their, I just can't help but notice I got a tweet from the Reno-Tahoe airport as I'm filming this. They're promoting the summer services to Chicago, which we'll talk about shortly. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this though. So yeah, JetBlue, unfortunately, really pushing out of LA. They have several flights that they'll be terminating, including this one. So it wasn't really the route itself, rather how the LA network shaped up for JetBlue. So rather unfortunate. They will remain on the New York John F. Kennedy service though, as I'll be back next month. So this is still very sad. Nevertheless, they've been serving Long Beach for a long time, then obviously moved over to LA in 2020. So very sad. It was an awesome route, and really sad to lose another face on that LA market, as it's really tough right now, so what can we say? Another one that's extremely tough is going to be the final appearance of the new Pacific Airlines Boeing 757-200. I wanted to give it one final formal go around considering the circumstances. This aircraft's coming in from Ontario for the final time. Very abruptly, New Pacific Airlines did terminate their Ontario services to Nashville, Reno, and the other city they had, Las Vegas. So they terminated all three pretty much on a dime, which is really sad. Hopefully this route did prove powerful for anybody that did get a chance to use it. I should go look at loads here at some point. But yeah, this is really sad. New Pacific, obviously, with a really good concept here and some pretty big aircraft to do the job, and this was a shorter segment. So really sad to see this one go. This was a really cool route, and this is going to be really sad, but hopefully we are able to have some great memories here no matter what for the short time that we had New Pacific Airlines. And yeah, this Ontario route's really been haunting Reno now with a second termination after the AHA pullout in 2020. That was two, I think, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was 2022. Yeah, it had to be 2022 when they pulled out. So unfortunately, this gate will now go vacant once again, which is really unfortunate because I really did like what New Pacific was doing, and who knows, maybe they'll have a chance to give this another go around, but this is certainly very sad for the moment, and wishing all the best to New Pacific, but of course want to get one more sentimental go around here considering the updates that we did get to feature them in. So really sad. Glad I got to feature the model though and have non-Mary Flight 757 here. So super sad, but hopefully onward and upward to the next era with New Pacific Airlines, and I hope they're able to make it out of any struggles that they're having right now. So New Pacific 757-200 heading over to Ontario. Now this isn't the best view, but it's the best one that I can get without going crazy on the angles here, so I might as well go ahead and get these taxiing aircraft. First, we have a Southwest 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is currently coming in from Phoenix Air Harbor today, and now is going to be making a flight today, heading over to Las Vegas, so looking really good on that aircraft. And we also have a McConnell KC-135 currently doing some normal training efforts around the areas. So that aircraft's looking very good as well, and glad to get some military in here today. So I'm going to go ahead and readjust the camera, and then we'll head over to Terminal C. Alrighty, everybody, welcome over here to Terminal C, where we have some very exciting movements. Look at all these mainline planes, only 2 regional jets over here. So we are definitely kicking in the full gear over here. Just take a look at this beautiful United Airlines lineup. We have a gorgeous assortment of mainline aircraft, 3 Boeing 737s, 1 MAX 8, and 2 800s, both of which in Continental Globe livery. I had to do it since I had the opportunity and had 2 of them right now. Whether I'll sell one or not, we'll see, but nevertheless, that was too good an opportunity not to feature that in this circumstance. So let's go ahead and get started. Apologies about the really harsh reflection, but we have a beautiful Gemini 1-400 United 737 MAX 8. Very excited about the MAX 9. It looks great, so looking forward to picking that up when able. But anyway, this 737 MAX 8 is currently going to be making its flight coming in today from San Francisco, California. So super exciting that this is going to be 3 daily this summer, 2 of which are mainline aircraft. The afternoon flight is on a A319, excuse me, while this aircraft on the last flight of the day is a MAX 8. So super impressive, really short flight for the MAX. So this is really cool that they're exhibiting this, and really glad to feature it here. Really cool to see the MAX really making its rounds here at airports like Reno and Albuquerque. And I'm sure other airports across the United States will be seeing more of this as we move forward, but definitely the next era here for United. They are beautiful airplanes. Definitely check out my trip report from 2022 for the full assessment, and hopefully I can get to fly another one here in the future. If it wasn't for their inconsistent mainline, I already would have, but that's United's inconsistent mainline for you. So super glad that San Francisco's up to 2 daily. That's a huge move for the summer, and I'm certainly very impressed with their efforts here at Reno with that route. Not only that, but here we have this United Airlines 737-800. This aircraft's coming in from Houston George Bush. This is also a MAX 8, but on Saturdays and Sundays, so that's really awesome to see. It is worth noting that I don't have 2 MAX 8s, so that's why you're seeing an 800 substitute here. However, this isn't uncommon to see these not only substitute, but even on select days of the week, it is an 800 for the San Francisco flight. So yeah, pretty close here, but glad to get to feature it. 2 Continental Globes, so we got to get that in full frame right now. Sorry that my camera doesn't really want to focus on both of them, but this was too good of an opportunity. And again, I have 2 of them at this time, so definitely want to feature it here when it worked. Now here's the authentic 737-800 for United. This aircraft's coming in from Denver today on one of, it's 3 or 4 daily. I'm pretty sure it's 3. I think it's just 3 738s, which is really awesome capacity here for United. it certainly gets the job done for them here on this route. So I'm really glad to see that they're doing well on this, and I'm looking forward to what their progression will be here in the future. So yeah, all this additional capacity is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and bounce down to another United aircraft so that we can put the full story together right now. So let me go ahead and put that into the light. And currently taxiing into the ramp, we have this gorgeous United Airlines 737-700. This is in the Evo Blue livery. This aircraft's taxiing in from Chicago O'Hare, which is its overnight flight. So I'm really glad to see this route also performing really well. The competition does arrive next month, as we'll have a loaded update for June. Kind of funny, it's really very similar to the passenger load numbers. All of the June airport updates are just going to be loaded with regards to changes, which is super cool. Obviously, Reno, Tulsa has several changes among others, so I'm looking super forward to what's to come here, and you'll be seeing all that soon. But anyways, the 737-700 is looking great, and hope to get some more shots of these soon, as they're not uncommon, but you have to really sneak around to try to find them around the United Airlines network. So nevertheless, looking great for this aircraft, and definitely glad to get to see it here today. And yeah, United's doing great in general, so really love to see that, and I'm looking forward to more progression here in the future. Another gate that's not favorable in the lighting regard, but nevertheless, we still rock with it. This American Airlines 737-800 with the logos on the inside and outsides is currently coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor today, so glad to see PHX currently rocking and loading. This is currently 4 daily flights. I think 2 are mainline and 2 are regionals, so certainly impressive to see all the capacity they're rocking there. And considering the lack of other flights, this definitely makes sense in this particular spot. So definitely glad to get to see that right there. Here we have this American Eagle ERJ-175 for Envoy, rather. This aircraft's coming in from Austin Bertram, which is kind of weird to say after they pulled out of several airports that I did. But they still have this Reno route, which is awesome, so hopefully this will continue strong. They are the only airline flying it right now, no Southwest on this service, so definitely glad to see American continuing to own the monopoly here. And I hope it continues to go well for them. So that's an awesome flight to see, and no doubt we'd love to see that right there. Here's this American Airlines 737-800. This aircraft's going to be our Dallas-Fort Worth service, which I believe is 4 times a day, if it's 4 or 5. Nevertheless, impressive capacity here on the old reliable workhorse. Definitely just loving this aircraft more and more by the day. And I'm really excited to get to fly on as many as possible before their retirement, which obviously isn't going to be anytime soon, but not going to let another MD-80 happen, considering that I really wasn't old enough to comprehend what an aircraft's meaning was, even by the time that retired. So not going to let that happen with the 737. Definitely going to take every chance I can get on that the best I can. Here's, of course, the most interesting visitor relative to other airports of size. This is the Volaris Airbus E320 with Shotcut. Glad to feature this aircraft. Got it 3 years ago, so of course trying to feature it when I can. This aircraft's currently coming in from Guadalajara today, which is a really cool service. Very congruent, Monday, Friday, leaves there at 7:30, gets here at 10:30, and then so on and so forth. So glad to see that this route's performing well, and definitely excited to see if there'll be any changes with it soon. But Volaris is definitely one of the most consistent carriers at this airport, so we'll see if we have any changes coming up soon. Lastly, we have 2 Alaska aircraft. On your left, we have an ERJ-175 for Horizon coming in from Portland. Admittingly, I don't know why, but I think I just got so far in the moment I forgot to check Portland. I would put money on it being a 175, but there's a chance it's a mainline aircraft, so I'll go back and check here. But nevertheless, still really cool to get to feature it. Nevertheless, in whatever capacity, there's definitely a 175 flying it this month most likely, so that still checks out, so definitely glad to see that. And a realistic representation here of the Alaska 737-700. This is coming in on the earlier flight of the day in from Seattle. I believe it's 2, it might be 4 daily. Yeah, I think it's 4 daily, 2 mainlines, 2 regionals. So definitely very impressive how many people that are sending over to Seattle, and it is a relatively reasonable length on the segment there. We do have very exciting news for Alaska, as I saved some of it. I'm saving some of it for next month because I don't want to spoil it all, but I will go ahead and give this one away. That Los Angeles is going to be returning officially double daily on October 1st, which is really smart on Alaska. Now, I don't know if this is kind of to replace what American had, because I know they're one world partners, obviously, so perhaps that was the logic as to why American dropped theirs. I don't know when American's coming back, if they are, but nevertheless, Alaska, I think last served this, I think it was last summer. I'm pretty sure in the summer of 2023 this was served, but definitely the summer before that. So great to see if that's going to be consistent. Hopefully it lasts this time, but they're going in double daily. That probably is a good sign. So excited to have that back. That'll be October 1st, so we'll be sure to cover that when we get to the fall months, but we're enjoying summer right now. We still have plenty of capacity though for Alaska, so we're in good shape there. So definitely don't take that for granted by any means. Okay, here's our JSX ERJ-145. This aircraft's coming in from Burbank today, now sending out to Orange County. So, of course, we love to see JSX doing what they do best here at airports like Reno, so that's absolutely awesome. And lastly, we have our cargo operation. Apologies about the GSC. I didn't want to miss the lighting, and I still got to film the June update following this. So, apologies about that. Here's this FedEx Express 767-300 freighter coming in from Memphis today. I'm glad to see this. Now, they mainly only operate the 757. I don't have a... well, here we go. Why not? This is kind of how life goes. You can thank the cat for this one. But anyway, here's the FedEx 757. Now, I can't feature that. Well, I guess I can, but unfortunately, it just got destroyed. It is done. So, and it's really sad because this is a gorgeous plane. It was before it got really just totaled. But unfortunately, that aircraft is no longer. So I probably will have to settle for a Gemini, but this was a super nice one. So I'm really upset about that, but luckily I'll be able to get another one. So don't get me wrong, it's super frustrating, but the cat's since been moved outside, and that's how it goes. So that's super frustrating considering how nice the doors were on that aircraft, but hopefully I can get another one soon. So that's okay. I would like to get another UPS 757 though for rotation, also to just add the worldwide services title because this is technically the old scheme, but this is close. This is the UPS 757-200. This aircraft is currently making a flight coming in from... There was a 75, I believe it was El Paso, might be wrong, I'll double check it here, but nevertheless heading over to El Paso after coming in from Louisville, so of course we'd love to see that, that's looking great. And we have a UPS 767-300 freighter, which this aircraft is currently coming in today from Louisville, and now it's heading on to Sacramento's MHR, so of course we'd love to see that. And here's a major change to finish out today's airport update. This is subbing in, this is a Coletta 767-300 freighter, subbing in for ABX 767-200, which is now operating the flights between Los Angeles and Reno and Phoenix. Now, when I filmed the April update, that was in March, so I didn't know this change happened. This change happened in early April, so I apologize that the update was pre-recorded. So nevertheless, I do have it fixed now. I don't have an ABX 762, obviously. I know there's decals out there, so maybe I could pick up a blank one and try to make a custom of it. That would be pretty cool. It's the same one every day too. It just has a hint of blue on it. It would be a pretty simple custom. So if that does continue, I don't know if this is a summer up gauge or just in general, this is going to be the new normal, which if so, that's really cool. But it comes in from Phoenix, heads over to Los Angeles. So that's what this aircraft's substituting in to do here. I know it's not exactly right, but at least it's close. So apologies, I can't exactly represent that right now, but hopefully maybe I can get a custom, or I think Aero Classics did one now I'm thinking about this. I'm pretty sure they did. So I don't have high expectations of trying to hunt that one down on our retail site. So possibly I could try to find that on eBay. But I know Aero Classics did do one, and I don't know why I didn't get it. It was probably a few years ago at this point. But ABX did do, or sorry, Aero Classics did do one, and of course I didn't get it. So that's completely on me, but I'm pretty sure they did, and I slipped up bad. So apologies about that. Maybe I can be able to find that somewhere. But nevertheless, Reno's certainly looking really good. So next month's update's loaded. You don't want to miss it. We have some really awesome service resumptions, some of which we wouldn't have expected. So it's going to be a loaded update next month. You're not going to want to miss it. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm so excited that summer's here. I'm going to try to just pump as much content out as possible for you all. Don't be surprised if you see several days with double daily uploads. I'm not taking this time for granted. I know I've said that in the past, but as we inch closer and closer to the reality of getting a job and all the other aspects of, you know, what my future is going to hold, I definitely don't want to let any time that I currently have go to waste when I won't be able to upload as much in that future time. So of course I'm currently planning to upload as much as possible during that time, but who knows what the workload will be, along with other commitments and just overall just growing up. And then obviously we'll be moving out of my parents' house here at some point as well. So definitely want to utilize and maximize this time as much as possible before I have to fully take on all the responsibilities of becoming a solely dependent adult and self-income. So definitely want to make sure that I can fully be ready for that. And obviously some videos will be compromised in that case. But since I have the opportunity right now to get as many videos as possible, that's exactly what we're going to do. So I really hope all of you are looking forward to it. I've been loving it, and I'm super excited for what's to come. And you're not going to want to miss the next Reno update, as it will be probably the best one yet. It's going to be loaded. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.